It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Gogan. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe because I post videos every week. Okay, I need to address the fact that I have a headband on me and I look a little bit insane because I'm like halfway through getting ready. But as I'm getting ready, we're going to start the video. Today's video is gonna be all about how to enter your socialite era, how to make friends, confidence tips, putting yourself out there, especially after maybe being somebody who hasn't had a social life in a long time, or maybe you're struggling with having, adult friendships in your life. I have been somebody who has been working a lot in my life. I'm 27 if you don't know, and I've struggled with having enough time to have them. Being 27 now, after school, you leave high school, college, things of that nature, you fall apart from friends, especially if you watch my YouTube videos and even the podcast. You are probably somebody who's very into self-development and up-living your life and, healing and all that good stuff. And with that comes realizing that there's a lot of people that are no longer resonating with you and your lifestyle anymore. So, friendships end, new friendships flourish, etc. So as being somebody who, has struggled with having time to have friendships but at the same time realizing just how important they are, and I want to make more friendships in my life, I want to make more time to be social, things of that nature, I have really decided to go all in with making this a priority for me. I think the first thing when saying, how we always say we don't have friendships, and it's hard to make friends, and I want to make friends, but no one, thinks the same way as I do or does the same thing as I do. It's like everything is going to require you to prioritize it somewhat. If you want to change your body, change your health status, things of that nature, like you really need to commit to it. And I think friendship is the same way. We all think that friendship should just happen and it's just gonna be easy, and then when it's not, we're complaining about why we, how we don't have friends and we can't connect to everyone. But I look at it as, what? If I want to have a social life and I want to have friends, and even in a relationship, right, too, like if I want a relationship, then I need to put myself out there and do it and make friends and be social and not be such a perfectionist, a introvert. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in this vlog. I have 5 specific things that are happening in the next 2 weeks that I wanna bring you guys along with me on. And throughout each time that I'm doing these things, I created some tips that are helpful for you if you're trying to enter your own socialite era. So today, as you can see, I'm getting ready. I am getting ready because I have my friend Tess Barclay. We are going to be going to an influencer event tonight, and considering the next 4-ish things that I have in the next 2 weeks that all revolve around friendship and social life, I need to go shopping. The event's not till 7 o'clock. I live just outside of Toronto, so I'm gonna drive down there, but I wanna go to the mall that's near me and just see if I can find a few shirts and stuff. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm looking for. But I think one thing when it comes to being social again is you don't have to do this. You don't have to go to the mall and get a new outfit, right? I used to be the one, oh my gosh, when I was younger, when I would go to the clubs with my friends, back in my hometown, the way that I would go to the mall every single weekend to get a new outfit, so unnecessary. But I think it is important that you do have some sort of outfit that you are looking forward to wearing, because I know the times where I want to go out to event, or I think about going to events, but then I think about the fact that I have nothing to wear, versus the times that I know I have that go-to pair of jeans or that go-to shirt that I can style with a bunch of different other jeans. And then I feel less stressed about taking on something new, like a new social event that I'm going to or got invited to, or, when I'm really busy and I don't have that much time, but I know I want to prioritize friendship. And then I think about, you know what, actually I have a really good outfit too, and that makes you just more excited, I feel. So it's obviously not necessary for you to always go out shopping and have this new outfit, but I think it is good to have some sort of outfit that you look forward to or that will help you stay motivated and kind of like committed to the social life. Because again, if we want to have all these beautiful friendships and girlfriend trips and Valentine's days and all these things, and we need to put ourselves out there, and we're gonna talk about that as well. But I think that if you can have something that's gonna motivate you to kind of do that thing, especially when you are an introvert or when you are busy and you're on your grind or you're a perfectionist, have an outfit that you are really excited to wear. Okay, so I'm basically ready. I was gonna put in my hairpiece, but I'm not gonna do that till later because it's just, I feel like I don't wanna ruin it and it get annoying. And you know, when you go shopping, you just want it to be the easiest, like streamlined thing possible. And I feel like being all done up at the mall and wearing this like crazy beautiful outfit, it's just annoying. So I literally, minimal hair, makeup, I mean, my makeup's done. I'm just gonna wear this sweater. But before I go shopping, I always write down my sizes in jeans because I always forget them when I go to Zara or any place that I don't shop at these places too often, but I know that there's gonna be a Zara there and I'm gonna wanna go, and I don't wanna spend so much of my time trying on all these jeans because I don't know my size. I should know my size, but I forget. So what I did in my notes actually was write down all the things that are gonna be happening socially for the next 2 weeks so that I can prepare outfits for. So I'm not gonna get an outfit for each one, but I just wanna have in my head like, okay, what's gonna be the vibe probably. So I have tonight's event, and then I have something on Saturday. We're gonna be celebrating. We're gonna be doing this UFC party at Tessa's house. She's holding it with her fiance. It's his birthday as well, but he doesn't want it to be a birthday thing. But then I'm also seeing my friend during that day, which I have tips every single day that I'm gonna be vlogging. I have tips for you guys, and I think they're really good. I think I'm gonna do something for Valentine's Day. I have a friend's birthday, and then I have an old friend coming to the city, and I just need outfits for that. So anyways, I wrote all those down, and then I kind of wrote down some of the things that I'm looking for. I want to get a new pair of mules, like heels, like the short ones. Hopefully I can find them. I don't know. I've always tried and they never have my size. I would like a few tops more than bottoms. I have a few pair of jeans that are just like the ones that you could match with anything, like a pair of blue jeans, black light colored jeans. So I'm kind of okay if I don't find any, but I would like to find maybe one more pair at Zara. I would love to get a dress specifically for my one friend's birthday party because I already know all the girls are gonna be wearing, like, it's gonna be very much so wear a dress. If I don't have one though, I do have a silk dress, and if not, I can wear something else. I don't have to wear a dress, but something fancy for that. And I kind of want to get a new bag, like a side bag. I really want a designer bag, but you know, we're not doing that. So anyways, that's on the list. I'm gonna write my sizes down and gonna go to the mall. Guys, look at this right now. This is half of my view, or this is my view. And I live on a high floor, and when it gets cloudy and foggy, the way that I'm living up in the clouds, it's insane. It's not that bad. I can still see the buildings, but oh my gosh, it's such a rainy day today. But you know what? We've had a lot of sun considering it's Toronto, Canada, so I'm not even gonna complain. And I'm in summer mode anyways, so just thought I would show you guys that.
Better days when you're here with me, babe, 'cause you're all that I crave. So I wonder, where are you? Don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to know. Say, where are you? Don't be so hard to reach. Just pick up your phone. Tell me where you'll be, 'cause I gotta know. Let me know when you're ready, 'cause I made reservations.
We are back, and we got some goods. You know, sometimes when you go to the grocery store, when you go shopping and nothing fits, nothing looks good, and you leave with nothing, but there's those days where everything fits and everything looks good. That was today, but I feel like it was a good balance of there wasn't too many things that were looking good to the point where I was over shopping. I felt like I got just enough things, but I got a lot of things and I want to show you guys. So it's about 2 o'clock and it's really rainy and gross out, like I showed you guys. My friend Tess, she had sent me a voice note being like, she sounded a little stressed and she was doing so much work and stuff. And then I got an email from my manager saying, inviting me to a Shoppers Drug Mart event for like their beauty stuff next week. And Tess is like my influencer friend that I would go out to most events with, although I can ask other people and she doesn't always have to come, but I was like, of course I'm gonna ask if she can come, and she could. So because today is kind of a weird day, we're gonna cancel on tonight. Now, we were even talking, like I said, we both really wanna be down to do things, but there's a few factors as to why we're gonna be canceling tonight. Ideally, I wouldn't wanna just cancel just because, oh, we have better plans, or, you know, we don't really know how this event is going to be or if it's gonna be worth going. I don't wanna look at that like that, because one of my tips was for tonight when we were gonna go is don't be too rigid with your plans and just be down for anything, because the event that we're going to tonight, she got invited to it, but she really doesn't even know what the brand is, and obviously they gave us some details, but it wasn't very, we don't really know. It's not like a Shoppers Drug Mart event where we kind of know what the vibe is gonna be, but me and her are just completely down to do anything. So a tip for just being more social is you do have to kind of be down for things, you know? You might have this picture or idea of how your night's supposed to go, and if you think that it's not gonna be like that, you might not make the plan and go out with your friends if your friends ask you to do something new for the first time, or, you know, maybe you got invited to an event, or maybe something's going on in your hometown, even if you don't have any friends to go with, but you don't really know how the event is going to be because it's not like a beauty event. It's like, let's say something to do, who knows, right? And I know you guys aren't all influencers, but whatever it is, sometimes because there's a lot of unknown, we feel like, okay, no, I'm not gonna go because I feel like it's not gonna be worth it. And you shouldn't really have that mindset when you are trying to be more social and make friends, because you never know, like you never know who you could meet going to some little thing. And the worst case is it's not fun and then you leave and you go do something else, or you go back home, which is what we were going to do tonight. So I'm actually gonna put my hairpiece in and just film some content, because I have some nice pieces of clothing now, and continue to work. I cannot see myself on the viewfinder, but I know I'm not fully in frame, but I'm gonna do my best, okay? So first we went to Zara. I know Zara's kind of basic, but you know what? But it has some cute stuff. Okay, so I didn't plan to get jeans, but I ended up getting them. I probably wouldn't wear these jeans with the shirt. Maybe I would, I don't know. This is a bodysuit. Sorry if you can see my nips, but that's just what it's going to be. When I went to most stores today, grays are in. They are absolutely in, and I'm here for it. So I have a few other things that are like this kind of color. So we got these jeans. They're cute in the back. They're like street leg. As I'm wearing these jeans, I might as well show you. I got these. I guess they're mules, I'm assuming. They are so cute. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know. My feet are not cute, okay? So just know that. And I don't know if I'd wear these with the jeans and this whole outfit, but this is just, I'm showing you it like this. Okay, next shirt. Hopefully you can see. This is like this blue, I don't know, I'm not even gonna explain it because you can see it. So cute. This is like, it's really giving what it needs to give. I would definitely wear a necklace with this. I mean, even this shirt goes well with these jeans. Again, I haven't thought about how I'm gonna style all these pieces. I'm just gonna wear them, but this is also from Zara as well. Really nice material. As you can see up close, very cute. I'm keeping these on just because I still need to film a reel, but I'm not gonna do it today because the lighting is really bad, but it's better on this camera. Okay, so this shirt, I would probably wear something underneath this. Just, I don't know, you know? But I think you would like tie it like this, I'm not really sure. But the back, how cute is the back? I just feel like a lot of the tops sometimes that I have are very sexy or revealing, and that's fine. I wear them to most things. I don't care because I look good in them. But honestly, the event tonight that we're going to, I thought that we were, well, not going anymore. I thought that we were going to I thought it was going to be a little bit more corporate vibe, because sometimes the events that we go to, they're more like businessy. They're not influencer events where it's like all beauty and fashion and you can wear whatever you want, like Instagram clothes. So I felt like I needed something that was a little bit more subtle, but then also like with the back, it's giving what it needs to give. So anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely probably wear something. We'll see. You guys need to follow me on Instagram so you can see how I, you know, style these fits. This is also from Zara. Okay, next. The rest of the tops, everything that I got other than the shoes I'm gonna show you, are from Garage. I love Garage. I used to shop there when I was much younger, and they really have everything a little bit cheaper than a Zara and definitely cheaper than Aritzia, but it's the same quality, the same vibe. So anyways, like I told you, the grays are in. I love this like style of shirt. I don't know. It's doing what it needs to do. Again, I could wear like a jacket. This can be good for the summer. I tend to buy shirts that are very summery, even through the winter. A next shirt from Garage as well. I don't know if you can really tell. The quality is actually very nice. It doesn't look too cheap or anything. And I just see myself with like a little bag in the summertime, just like walking around, like living my best city life. But yeah, I love this cut. It feels so comfortable. These are my go-to tops, these type of tops. Ones where I don't have to wear a bra. And it's crazy because I used to always tell myself I couldn't wear these types of shirts. But fast forward, nobody cares, girly, nobody cares. Another shirt that I got, I love blue, but more so baby blue or blue with some gray in it. And I feel like this is really giving what it needs to give. Again, really solid quality. I was gonna say for Garage, but Garage does have some good quality pieces. You just have to kind of look. I don't like how it's like really tight, kind of like makes me look a little flat, although I don't have big boobs, so I mean, obviously you're going to. But I did get this in a medium instead of a small. I'm usually small in the tops. I'll put all the information with these clothing pieces down below if you wanna shop them, if I can find them, and the sizes, which I'm usually a small on the top, but I got one size bigger, which still looks small on me because I didn't wear a bra. I wanted to be so comfy shopping, and then I didn't wear a bra to try things on because usually I don't wear bras, but sometimes a shirt requires a bra. So I'm thinking this might look a little bit different with wearing one, if it even can. You know, the ones where it's like the lines and it's just not giving. So we'll see about that. Okay, and I got this dress. I don't know how it's coming on camera. I really don't. But it is from Garage, and honestly, I'm surprised of how well this fits on me. I also had to put on my jewelry because I was like, I can't wear this dress without seeing what it looks like. So I don't know. It's good. It does what it needs to do. I definitely wear this to my friend's birthday party. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be having one, like a dinner or something. Okay, so I ended up getting another pair of, I don't know if I told you that the heels that I got, those ones are from Aldo. I got another pair from Aldo. They're a tiny bit different, but they're basically the same. And they are the perfect freaking heel. And they're so comfortable. And I've been looking for ones just like this, but they always have mine sold out. Okay, it's a mess in the back and the lighting is so trash, but I mean, they're simple little mules. I mean, I don't know if I would wear it with this dress. I mean, I totally could because these are so comfortable. Like, I go for comfort, okay? But I do have a million other heels that I could wear with this black dress. And I actually found a black bag as well at Aldo. So let's do this here very quickly. Now, like I said, I ideally would like to have like a designer bag, but we're not gonna drop money on that. We're just not. And I just wanted something that's a little bit just newer. Like, I don't really care too much about brand name or anything, but I found the perfect one for me for now. Now, this is definitely going to be a going out bag at night, mainly at night or to events. But I wanted something, honestly, I was looking for silver straps because I don't like gold. Like, I usually wear everything silver. And this had a black strap, and I was like, even better, because no matter what I'm wearing, I can wear this. So you can double it up and just like have it like this. Like, hi, I'm here. I'm here to have my espresso martini. Or you can make it longer and have it down here, this is how I would usually hold it. So this is the look. I don't even know if you can see this at all because the lighting is so bad. I'm gonna show you what is behind me now because I'm literally in the clouds. Anyways, this is the bag up front. Very simple. It's giving Chanel, but knockoff, but totally fine. It doesn't give like you're wearing fake Chanel. It's just, you know, I love it. I think it's so nice. And then, like I said, the straps are just black. I tested it out in the store and I put my phone, I put my wallet, just very simple, very Gigi style, Gossip Girl. It's giving you don't have Vanderwoodson money, but you wish you did. Also guys, tell me how, oh my gosh, my tan lines from Mexico are just not it. I hate tan lines. I'll tan naked. I'll do it. I know. And I feel like it makes me look very odd. It's not that bad, but anyways, when I got home, I had a package from Whitaker's Chocolates. They sent me a whole box of chocolates. Like, look at this for Valentine's Day. I thought I would just show you guys. Like, I just cannot. Like, I just cannot. Hi guys, it is Saturday. I'm wearing my new shirt and I'm just waiting for my friend Joy to come over and we are gonna go co-work together. So I wanna quickly talk about a few things before I go see her, and I will hopefully get some clips with her. We're gonna also come back, and before we go to Tessa's fiance's UFC party / it's his birthday as well, I'm gonna see if she'll like give some tips with me. But I used to be somebody who I honestly would only look at friends as like a social thing, like going to party or going for a drink even, you know, even if it's a bar vibe, whatever. And honestly, you don't have to always just go out and party or just do something that you don't normally do on your day-to-day basis. I think what's really cool and what you can do and you should do more is, let's say you work from home, and even if you don't, let's say you have work to do or something to do that's like kind of a normal thing, whether that be going to the gym, whether that be working, doing some sort of work, or going to a mall or running errands, whatever it is, you can ask a friend to go with you and do these things. Not as a means of like, I need you to come and, you know, sit down and be my company and work, but if you struggle with having a social life and you want to have it more, even going to a coffee shop and working, like co-working with someone, even if you're not really talking to them that much, that still brings you in connection with someone a little bit deeper. And we might look at things like, oh, well, you know, it's fine, I'll just do it myself, or I'll go by myself or whatever. But just that small interaction of co-working with someone or going to the mall and getting some errands done while you have a friend there. I used to be someone who used to just like, I'll just do it all myself, it's fine, whatever. But I find a lot of value in co-working with my friends now. And what we're gonna be doing is, she's really into finances, which follow her on TikTok. I'll have her TikTok name. She's really good at finances and stocks and things. And I'm not so good at that. Like I know a lot about finances and budgeting, and I got myself out of debt and there's credit and things like that. Like I'm responsible 27-year-old, but I still have a few things that I don't fully have a grasp on when it comes to certain taxes, and especially more so investing. And she knows a lot about that. And I know a lot about content creation, and she's trying to get more into that as well. So we talk all the time, and we're like, you know what? Like, let's go on Saturday during the day. Let's go to a coffee shop and just, I'll teach you about this and you teach me about that, and like we will co-work and whatever and collab in a way. And I think that's so important to not only go co-work it with someone, but you know, let's say your friend is interested in something that you don't know much about. Well, ask them to teach you. So this is my friend Joy. I'm Joy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we just came back from a 6,000 hour co-working session. Rebrand. She taught me everything I needed to know about finances. We're still getting her set up with the content, but she's doing a little bit better than she was before. But I wanted to quickly talk about a few things. What are the things? What was I gonna say?
I guess like how you be social with people who you don't know.
Right. Okay. So one thing is I realized that in order for you to like actually make friends and have a social life, you actually have to put yourself out there. And the reason why I'm getting invited to this party specifically is because I'm friends with Tess, and just putting yourself out there slightly, like you never know who's connected to who, which then you get invited to this party and that party, and like because I'm getting invited now, Joey is getting invited now, she's learning how to make new friends or like making new friends. So I feel like you really need to remind yourself that you're not gonna have a social life unless you actually go out there and do it. Another thing I wanted to ask Joey is because even though the place that we're going to, we don't really know many people, I feel like because I'm bringing her, she's like less, like she doesn't know people more than I do.
I'm like the +1.
Exactly. So it's like, what are your tips, if anything, going into a new like social environment? Like, how do you get to know people? Like, how do you not feel awkward and weird?
Well, I think for me always is if you bring your genuine self to wherever you go, you are going to attract the people that like you the most. Like going to a place where there's going to be a lot of people, obviously, I'm assuming, you're going to talk to a lot of people, and the people who you connect with, you're going to connect with. And the people who you're like, you're not really my vibe, you're not really my vibe then.
And yeah, you don't need it to be, like, you don't have to force that. And you don't have to also like ruminate on it and start overthinking, be like, oh, like the connection wasn't there, so like does that mean they don't like me, or you know, like this is bad, like this is not a good night, whatever. Like don't focus on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't focus on that at all, because before the party, I mean, I didn't even know you. Yeah. Right? So if we don't click, of course, okay, you have your own vibes, and I have my own, and if we don't click, there's no like hard feelings. I didn't lose anything. Yeah. But if there was a connection with somebody, and it's like, wow, I really like the way you talk or the way you think, then that's a plus. Nothing is ever like a loss to me. Yeah. I think another thing is like, we have so much expectation when going out, like, oh, okay, this needs to be a certain way, like I need to find somebody that I'm gonna connect with, whatever, and then you end up getting nervous and you're overthinking. Like just go into it, like you have nothing to lose. The worst thing that can happen is you go into like a new room full of people and you can't connect to anyone because nobody knows how to have a conversation, and then you leave. Like, to be honest, it's more a reflection of other people. If you're going into an environment, if you're open, most people are like down to have a conversation with you. They're not gonna be like, ew, bye. And if they are, then it's like, okay, worst thing.
Okay, bye. I wouldn't be your friend anyways, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you're not going into something, and even if you don't make a connection with somebody, you're not losing anything to her because you never had them, right? But if there was that chance where you get to spark with somebody or like make a new friend, then you're actually gaining something. If not, then you're even learning more about, hey, I actually don't like the way that person thinks. So now I know next time if I approach anybody that's like that, I know already that I don't vibe with you. So like, I guess you waste your time. You try to connect with somebody else. Kind of party.
Guys, it is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know when you're gonna see this, but it's definitely gonna be after. But I just filmed a video on how not to lose yourself in a relationship, and I'm currently single, and I'm going to be spending Valentine's Day by myself, not really doing much. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna be doing, but I wanted to vlog a tiny little bit here and just talk about the importance of, you know, coming back to yourself as you're trying to have a social life, or as you're being social. And this can be in the context of when you're actually out at a party or at an event or doing something with someone else. like consciously coming back to yourself and your body and realizing like, you know, like I'm with my energy. There's so many, there's a lot of energies that you can be around sometimes, and to like really just come back to your center for a moment, like literally take a deep breath and be like, okay, like I'm back in my body here. Like I'm witnessing everyone around me, but I'm still with myself. It's like a somatic type of experience. But also on a kind of like a logical standpoint here, the importance of, you know, taking care of yourself and coming back to yourself when you do have a lot of things going on, lots of events, social events, whatever. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the more you fill up your own cup and you take care of yourself and you do your routines and you learn how to enjoy your own company, you're able to show up better in social events, social environments. And I actually did another video, which is definitely already out, and it's how to have a relationship with yourself, like how to, and be your own bestie. I think that was the title. I'll have it linked down below. And I talked about some of the things that you can do to kind of strengthen that relationship with yourself. And I do think that the more that you do that, the better and more confident you're going to feel going out and doing social things, even if it's you doing it on your own. And also it's important to do this and have this kind of practice of coming back to yourself and spending time with yourself, having solo dates and stuff, to make you realize that you're okay when you don't have friends. You know, you don't have an event to go to, you don't have anything to go to on the weekends, or, you know, you're in that in between of whatever. It's like, you don't want to dread spending time with yourself on the days that you don't have people to spend time with. So today I wanted to do something cool for Valentine's Day for myself, but I have so much work to do, honestly. But what I'm gonna do is walk to Whole Foods and get some flowers for myself, because honestly the ones that I had died, and it's like Valentine's Day, why not? And treat myself to bubble tea, because I really like bubble tea. Okay, you know how I started this vlog saying that I was gonna go to an event with Tess and then we canceled? Well, today is the day that we're going to the new event. So I'm just like lint rolling my pants right now because I'm actually gonna go to the city. If you guys don't know, like, I don't know. I live in North York, okay? For anyone who lives in Toronto, which is like a 30-minute, could be up to like 50 minutes of driving to the city because of traffic. So I just live on the outskirts of the city. So like when I go there, I usually just like to go there for the full day, so I don't have to, I don't know. I don't really do much around in my area anyway, so I'm like, okay, let me get all my shit and go down to the city and like go to a coffee shop. So I'm gonna put all of my clothes in a bag, drive down there, and then go to a coffee shop, do some work. I might see Rachel, which is my somatic therapist, and talk with her and chill and like go to her studio. The lighting it's giving orange. It's really giving orange. The event is a Shoppers Drug Mart event. It's this like beauty event. I don't really know. They're gonna be talking about a bunch of products and stuff. I'll take clips of it just so you guys can see. The way that I always come on camera with my headband on or a turban towel, it's honestly insane. Mind my hair right now because I'm waiting to put in my ponytail. I'm just waiting for my gel on my hair to like really solidify so we can have a nice slick back look, because you guys know, if you don't know, you can follow me on Instagram and see all the photos that I post. But I just wanted to talk quickly about doing something for the first time / going into any sort of social situation where you don't really know a lot of people. Now, I know that Joey and I had talked about, you know, just being open, being yourself, not really worrying about what people are going to think of you when you go into a room. Now, when you go to an event where it's like, it's not like you know one person and then that person knows all of their friends that can like introduce you. Obviously, it's nice to go with someone, and I'm going with Tess, but always remember when you're going to events or anything new for the first time where there's gonna be other people who probably don't know. If people don't know you, then there's already one person in the room that they don't know. So they're gonna feel the exact same way. And just know that everyone's feeling a little bit like, I don't know what to say. This is also new for me. I used to be somebody who would walk into a social event and my head would just be down. Like I would just want to go to the quietest spot and just be small and look down and wait for someone to talk to me. Now, I'm not the most social person when I go to an event where I don't know anyone, but two, what helps me when I go into, even if it's not an event, like a social event, even if it's a coffee shop or a mall and it's really busy and there's a lot of people and it's a lot of chaos, I like challenge myself to look around the room, like to put my head up and actually look around, like scan around, take in people who are looking at you, take in people who are not looking at you, just take in your whole entire like surrounding. We have this idea in our head that when we walk into a room, like everyone's looking at us or like everyone's judging us or everyone's thinking this, that, or there's so many things going on, but you actually don't know because you're not even looking. Like you're not actually just taking a moment to take everything in. And I feel like that really resets my nervous system when I walk into a room and I just give myself the time to just look around and just like settle myself in. And I know it can be scary because it's like, you don't want everyone seeing you, you don't want to make a big scene, and you're not making a scene by looking around at all. But I just mean, it feels sometimes as if you're taking up so much room in a space when you're literally just assuming yourself to be in the room and just looking around. And I work with this with my somatic therapist a lot, this whole idea of being seen and, feeling embodied in your own body as you're putting yourself out there and actually letting people see that you're taking up space. A lot of us have been conditioned from parents, from social situations back in the day that it's not safe to be seen, or there's no room for us to be seen, or if we have been seen, like if we've been ourselves before, if we've tried to take up room, people have shut us down or pushed us to the side or said no. And it's really reparenting yourself, right? Because there's that part of you, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety or stress or worry, it's like there's a little part of you that probably felt like that from before, very young self. And it feels like it's not allowed to be seen, or it's not allowed to take up space, or, I can't move here, or I can't say this, or I can't look up here because it's too afraid and it doesn't know, whatever. And it's gonna take you as an adult to be like, I'm worthy. Everyone else is in the same situation. This whole situation is actually very safe. I'm allowed to stand here and look around the room and get comfortable with my environment, and then go to the direction that I feel comfortable in, whether that's going to the person that looks very welcoming, the person at an event that's saying, here, like, take this. Let's say you're even in a coffee shop or somewhere new for the first time and you're not necessarily waiting for somebody to talk to you, or you're not going to actually talk to someone. Just you being aware of your surroundings, you'll be able to actually make the proper move to be like, okay, there's a table that I want to go sit at, like, let me go there, instead of just walking into a room and just like you don't know what to do and you're not thinking properly, so you just see like a random table over here, even though it's like the wrong table, it's not where you want to sit, it's around people, everything about that area is not even correct, but you just go there because you just see the first like open table. I used to do that all the time with everything, and then I would sit there and I would be very uncomfortable once I actually was able to kind of like look around, and then it's just like your whole night or your whole experience just kind of is ruined because you're not doing what you want to do. So pro tip, when you walk into a room, when you go anywhere for the first time, whether it's an event where you're going to talk to someone or you're not, give yourself a moment to seriously scan the room, look up, look at people in the eyes, like suss out where you want to walk to, anywhere, instead of just walking in and just going to wherever your nervous system feels safe in that moment, because your nervous system is like really too scared to be exposed to anything. That is no longer what we're gonna do. And the more that you get calm and assume yourself to just be in the room like everyone else, you'll be able to make contact with the right people. You know, you'll be able to find the table that is perfect for you to sit down and go write or do whatever. And a part of us likes to rush that because, again, we're scared to feel awkward. We're scared to have people see us trying to make a decision. We're rushing ourselves. And I used to do this in school all the time, but it's like you have to give yourself a moment to make a decision. And if that means that you're going to be standing in the room for one moment, taking a look at where you want to go first before you go, do it. And if anyone, because we assume that we think that there's going to be like people around us that are like, oh, she's making a decision and she's taking too long, or like whatever it is that you think that people are thinking about, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about where should I go and who should I talk to, and oh my gosh, this is awkward. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Da, da, da. So just now, everyone is feeling the same type of vibe, the same way. You are not the only one, and give yourself a moment. Give yourself a moment to just walk around and just take it in.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new me. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So even if you're asking, even if you're asking, 'cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new, yeah. Gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make you grow, can make you grow, can make you grow. Stuck in a spot, telling you it ain't what I thought. Don't wanna be stuck in a spot, 'cause I don't really like what I got, so I changed it bit by bit. It's not ungrateful, just being helpful for me and you. 'Cause we gotta go our own way, gotta go our own way, yeah. This was not a good stay, gotta go our own way. 'Cause I do what I do.
Hello. It is the next day. Of course, I'm wearing the same sweater. I look like it's like always the same day. But I am ready to go to my friend's birthday, but I just wanted to quickly talk about last night. Now, definitely go follow me on Instagram, Alicia Gogan, if you want to see all the things that I got. But I went to the Shoppers Beauty event. There were so many influencers and like content creators and just like more so beauty gurus that were there. But it was really cool, and there's so many people, and literally they gave me so much stuff. Like when I'm telling you, like we're not playing, honey. Like they give me so much skincare. Kylie lip kit, they give me Prada perfume. Like you're done. And it actually smells so good. Like when we obviously smelled it when we were there. Literally so good. Yeah, there's just too many products for me to go through, but I did do a reel so you can see all the products that I got. NARS, I got, what else? All of these, like I got this like really cool SVR. This is like a new, I think they said it was like a French brand, I don't know. It was really cool. We got to like go to every single station and they were explaining all the new products that they were like launching. So I'm not really that big of a beauty guru, but I was so cool. Like, I don't know. I just think that was really cool. So one thing I wanted to talk about quickly though, when I was at the event last night, I went with my friend Tess. I don't even think we got that many clips, but I tried my best, okay guys? And when we went there, of course, there's so many people there, and it's easy for you to not talk to anyone else when you're with your friend because it's just easy. And we for sure went there. We like scanned the room, you know, just like took up our space. But you know, depending on the event and depending on what you're doing, sometimes what you usually do is you just stick with your friend and you kind of keep talking. And you know, we've had these conversations before being like, you know, we need to talk to people. We don't need to necessarily separate, but like, let's talk to people more, you know? And honestly, I know a lot of people struggle with, what do I say to people? And I don't want to go up to people and talk, and it's awkward and it's weird. And like I already said before I went out, everyone's in the same boat, so everyone's like waiting for somebody to say something. And now this event was very big and chatty regardless, but I met somebody by literally, I saw her makeup and I saw her outfit, and it was too good to not say that she looked amazing. Everyone looked amazing there, especially the beauty gurus. They show out. They literally show out. Their makeup is insane. Their outfits are amazing. Like, I got nothing on them, like truly. But I had noticed her and I was like, I need to tell her that she looks amazing and like, where did she get the outfit? And that's literally what I did. And from telling her that she looked amazing and I loved her outfit, and then I started to ask her what type of content that she creates. I figured it had something to do with beauty, but I didn't know, right? And I just asked her name, and instantly she asked questions back. So sometimes I feel like we're scared to initiate a conversation because we feel like we have to have all the things to say. Like, you know, we're worried about, okay, what do I say after I tell her that I like her outfit? Like, I'm not gonna know what to say, but it's like, you don't even have to worry about that. Just worry about saying one thing, because when you have a conversation with people, naturally, you're not always gonna have to talk. Like, that person's gonna say something, and if, you know, if they're interested in having a conversation, which majority of people are, I'm gonna ask something about you, and back and forth. So I am, like I said, I'm going to my friend. So we're going to this place. Okay, first of all, my friend's name is Kendra. She's turning 27. I've known her for so long, from my hometown. Like, she feels like a sister to me. So I'm gonna go to her place with a bunch of other girls, and then we're going to this place called Dasha. I believe it's Asian cuisine, and then they also have like a karaoke thing. Apparently a karaoke room, so we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna try and take as many clips as I can, obviously. But obviously I got her a card, and then I got this cute little bag. It's giving like Valentine's Day-esque vibe with this sparkling rosé. I think it's, yeah, rosé. Yeah, sparkling rosé, I think. I don't know. It looked cute, so I was like, whatever. Obviously, all of us, I'm assuming, will probably just cover her bill when we get there too. So like, obviously that's gonna be a thing. What else did I get her? No, yeah, I just got her this, and then I'm just gonna give her like a little, this little chocolate lip thing, as well as, what is this called? Macaron. So I think that's just like a cute little, I'm gonna put it in, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna change. I'll show you guys what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the black dress though that I had gotten and I showed you guys. I look back at that clip and it's so dark, but it's honestly probably gonna be the same, so I don't know how much you're gonna see. Hopefully I'll be able to take some sort of picture tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna wear the black dress with my black bag, jean jacket, maybe some cool heels, and call it a day. Oh, and one more thing. When we were done the event, Tess and I went to go get food. Because it was kind of early, that we left the event around like 7-ish, and I think that's another tip when it comes to going out with your friends, whether you're going to events, club, not club, like whatever. I always give the club as an example, but I mean anything to do with like drinking or whatever, even if it's not drinking, whatever it is. I think that it's sometimes good to do something before with your friend or after with your friend, because sometimes what happens is when you go out, like do social things, sometimes you have friends who you only do social things with, and that's fine, right? You always have that party friend, or you have that friend that you're just going to all the events to, but you know, I think it is healthy for your friendships to not only be friends when you're doing something social in a big setting. So trying your best to take some time out of your day before you go to the event to, you know, maybe have some coffee or a co-work or have lunch before you go to the event. Like, connect with your friend, because what usually happens when you're at an event is, you know, so much is going on, you guys are focused on what's happening, or, you know, you're having a great time and you're connecting with other people, which is great. It's all social, but I think to like really build your friendship as well, to go before the event or even after the event, have some dinner and just unpack the night and kind of come back together, instead of just be like, hi, I'll see you at the event, and then we're like calling each other really close friends, but really we don't actually spend time to truly, you know, unpack and get to know each other outside of the events. So that's just a pro tip. Also, one more thing. I had one last social thing to do on Saturday, which I was gonna see my friend another friend from my hometown, but she canceled because she's like going on this trip and whatever. And honestly, I am somebody who's like, if you cancel, totally fine with me, because I'll just work. So not an issue at all. And honestly, I think that when you get older, you're just gonna have to be okay with friends canceling and things not working out and not taking it so personally. I used to have this one friend I had multiple friends, honestly, who would just get so insanely upset and so dramatic over when I had to cancel, to the point where they would always just think that I'm making excuses and not prioritizing them. And you could say that I'm not prioritizing somebody by, you know, canceling on them to do something that's, you know, more pressing at that moment. But it's also like, it's fine. It's okay. Like, you don't always, I look at it as I don't always need to be on the top priority list of my friends. Like, I understand that they have things to do, and they, like, as you get older, you have limited time sometimes to do what you really want. And when like, all of my friends, they work really hard. So my one friend, Danielle, who I'm not seeing anymore, she works so much that I can understand why she felt she really needs to go on this like 4-day trip. She's going to Aruba, like, last minute, and she needs to like get away and whatever. And it just so happens that it just falls on the days that we would have just gone out. And I'm okay with that. Like, I totally get that. So I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, it can be upsetting sometimes to not see your friends, but at the end of the day, don't get mad at them. Obviously, if they're being crappy friends and flaking for no reason, like, that's another thing you want to address. But if you have friends who are just working and grinding and stuff, understand that things can't always work out perfectly, and that's totally fine. And I'm gonna see her when I see her, and I trust that. And also, like, don't now spend your time being so butthurt to the point where, you know, you feel like your whole day is ruined. Like, on Saturday thinking, oh, now I have nothing to do and my whole day is gonna be ruined. Like, no, figure out something else then. Like, do something with yourself, or do some work, or work on something that you haven't been working on. Anything. Don't let that whole day be ruined. Honestly, you could even think about that even in a relationship, right? There's been times where I was dating a guy and for some reason, like, things didn't work out to be able to do something on one day, and I would be really upset and like feels like my day's all wasted. Like, no, you can totally do something else. So anyways, I'm gonna get ready. I'll quickly show you, and then I'm going to go to Kendra's. I'll get some clips in, and that'll be it for the vlog. Let me know if any of the tips help. Let me know if you want me to expand on anything. Also, let me know if you like these vlog style videos. I'm trying to incorporate them on my channel just to see how I feel about them. I don't know, let me know. There's gonna be so much more content coming out with more social life vibes and moving, and I wanna show you guys, I wanna document it in a way that's like cool for me and for you. So let me know.
You depend on my weakness, satisfying who I am.